Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Destination Specialist. Today is Thursday, the 26th. Sorry, I do this all the time. Oh, 27th. Sorry.
It's the 27th today.
Well, let's go backwards. Never mind.
Okay.
Hi, Ryan. Hi, Jose.
Hello, Susie. All right, you guys. Good afternoon, Evolution family. Susie is correct. It is a little bit after 3 p.m. Pacific
That's the only
time,
thing I knew.
and it's Thursday, June 27th. And we want to welcome you to Destination Specialist today. Today's going to be kind of cool. We've been talking the last couple of days about the 4th of July holidays and how we're looking at data. Before we started this, we were looking at data that Susie heard something about that. This is the most traveled amount of people in a really, really long time.
A really long time. You know, they talked about the last holiday we had, which was Labor Day.
No, it's
Memorial Day.
Memorial
and they
Day.
said that was over the top.
Right.
Now this is even over the top of that. So
Yeah,
we
and
can
it-
just figure as holidays
So
go on.
it's going to be 79 million people, almost 80 million people will be out on the road or traveling in North America. Now you're probably wondering, where are they going? And that's what we're going to show you today, where they're going. These are the top 12 destinations for international and domestic in the United States. You should know these places because these are where the majority of your clients are going to go to. Okay, and we've covered them a lot. You guys know a lot of these. A lot of these you go, yeah, that's right. I know that one. I know that. You know, it's the same, you know, gang of locations. You know,
It happens all the time because
Yeah.
it is popular.
it is
So-
popular, and it is. You know, and it always blows me away.
And for
what
good
number,
reason.
Okay, here I'm going to say something right now. What is the number one international destination? Put that out there. Do you know the answer to that? What is the number one international destination?
Let's get some answers.
Can you give me some options and I can make
No. You guys got the whole planet. You guys got the whole planet. That's what I want to know. And then here's the second question, okay, for you guys. Man, we make it so easy for you, okay? What's the number one USA destination?
Okay, the most number one international.
So far we've got Kim Frink saying Mexico and
I need town. I don't need country. I want
Dion
location.
says Hong Kong.
put
Okay,
it
that's a
on?
good idea, but I don't think
We got
so.
another one saying Mexico. We need specific.
Yes,
Yeah,
don't
not-
just Mexico.
Not the country.
Yeah. So all right. So there it is. Let me repeat it again. Okay. What is the number one international destination?
Cancun.
I'm not saying nothing. What is the number one and what is the domestic USA destination? Okay, so let's get to it because we got a lot of stuff to go through. All right, let's go to the very next slide. Here are the Art to Travel tips of the day. Only use the Art to Travel credit card authorization form in case of an emergency. Call instead of email. Be careful with all social media, especially how you obtain it. Trust your instincts. You guys, we talk about fraud and everything. Are you okay? You need water?
I'm fine, no. I've got my water here, but I just want to, I had one today. Actually, this agent has 3 chargebacks. And she keeps sending me the wrong credit card authorization. I don't want one that you made up that you think looks good. We specifically gave you the one in your back office that we need, which comes from our supplier's request, not Archer Travel, but the supplier needs that form because that's what they accept. So please, 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 when I ask you or somebody asks you for the credit card authorization form, please complete it. If you have a question or you're confused about it, call us. That's what we're here for. Same thing with 21 days. If you're not sure about the form or what you need to do with it, please call us. It's easier for us to answer your question than you to be going on and asking everybody else. Comes directly to us, we'll answer the question right away and you can move on.
And here's the other thing, you guys. Call us.
Yeah.
Don't waste your time emailing us and trying to find the answers. We're here. We're here. I don't get it. I don't get it. You need stuff quickly. I can't get into this. I can't get it. If you give us a call, we can get that. We can get that done that much faster for you. Okay. All right. So here we go. Let's go to the next slide. All right. Summer.
Travel 2024.
Yeah. These are the top 12 summer travel destinations for 2024, where everybody's going this weekend and this week. Okay.
And
So let's
probably
go
for
to
the whole
next-
summer.
Yep, for the whole summer too. All right, let's go to the next slide. Here's the world. And let's go to the next slide. We're in the world. And this is where we're going to go today. We're going to go to the Caribbean.
Look
Let's go
at all
to the
those
next
islands.
slide.
It's great
Mexico.
maps. Mexico.
Yep. Let's go to the next slide. Also Europe. We're going to go visit Europe. And we're also going to visit, let's go to the next slide. So here it is. Coming in at number 6 is Paris, France. Why is that?
Guess why?
Why?
It's in a month.
It's in a month.
From
Well, no, it's in a
today.
couple of weeks.
Doesn't it?
Tour de France.
Tour de France.
No, it's not the Tour de France. It's the Olympics.
The Olympics.
Yeah, the Olympics.
It doesn't start on July 26th?
Something like that. Yeah, I
Right,
think.
so it's like a month away.
And the thing is with this is that there'll be pre-Olympic stuff.
All
and
around.
And post-Olympic stuff.
Isn't Tour de France in June though?
I don't know about the Tour de France, but this is why it's at number 6. Now listen, if you've got people going here, you better check it and make sure that the entry requirements, because I heard that they're zoning out the city, and you're going to have your clients going to have to wear their lanyard with their passes, and there's certain zones that they can go into the security and stuff. I mean, it can become a mess. So and this for some reason this city always in the summer is very overpopulated with a lot of tourists, and there's going to be a lot more during the Olympics.
It's going to be huge, especially because it spreads so much around
yes.
outside of the city of Paris. So
Yeah, there's all events all around here.
pretty much Europe in this whole area is going to be pretty crowded
Yep.
for about, what is it, for a couple of weeks?
Well, more
2
than
weeks?
that. I mean, the
3
Olympics
weeks
are
when it goes on?
21 days, I think,
Yeah.
of something, and then
So
so
probably
you got to
till-
add the 2 weeks before and the 2
And
weeks after. But also, you're talking about weather. If you've been seeing what's been happening in North America, we don't talk a lot about European weather, but maybe we should start doing that now and giving you guys updates of what's happening in Europe as we do about Mexico and the Caribbean and stuff like that, where you guys book a lot. But this is going to be one of the major hotspots this summer, and it's due to the Olympics and everything else. All right, now let's see what this place looks like. Let's go to the next slide. There it is.
Oh, it's such a great logo. I understand under the, I don't know if you have a picture, under the Eiffel Tower, they've got a countdown calendar, or actually a clock. And it counts down how many days, how many hours, how many minutes, how many seconds until the Olympics start.
Yeah, and when the torch will be lit. And I'm sure there's going to be some really, the pageantry of this event is just great. Although I think Los Angeles is really the best place for it.
We're going to have it pretty soon.
Yeah, we're going to have it
4
pretty
years.
soon because it's a perfect place for it. It's right here in Southern California. All right, let's go to the next slide. So here we have some other visuals. Look, this is what this was when they heard that they got it celebration.
This was just thank you.
This was the thank you,
Yeah.
we got it.
Yay!
So picture what they're going to be doing, like opening night ceremonies, the closing ceremonies is going to be outrageous.
This is a beautiful city. It
Yeah,
really is, and
it's-
I can't wait to see
You
what they're
wanna
going to
show
do.
Here's the countdown clock right
Is
there.
there a clock?
okay.
The count? Oops, I'm standing
Here,
in front of
here,
it.
move over here now.
Move over here. I don't
There it is, right there.
And that's right in front of the Eiffel Tower, and it's very cool as it moves closer and closer to the date. It's a lot of people are taking this picture. It's going to be iconic.
And there's the torch there for
There
it.
it
So
is.
that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool.
Thanks,
Uh-oh.
Ryan. That was cute.
Are we out? Are we
Great.
off?
No, we're good. Our camera turned off.
Did I step on something?
Yes, it's Susie's fault.
It's Susie's fault.
Let's see. Are we back?
Sorry.
It's back.
There we
go.
go.
All right, so we're back. Okay, let's go to the next slide. And here's some other visuals of this beautiful city, Paris, as they like to call it. Here's the Versailles. Oh no, this is the Louvre.
That's the Louvre.
That's the Louvre. Okay.
And if you're planning to go to the Louvre, please buy tickets ahead of time. This is a
Get-
huge thing.
Get skip the line tickets.
Please.
Get the skip the line tickets. There's going to be hours of waiting to get into this place.
And when you get there, it's huge.
It's
It's
huge.
a half a day easy.
Yeah, and it's crowded.
Yeah.
It's crowded. Just be aware it's going to be crowded.
Another
Again,
great
here's the
view
beautiful
of the
city.
city.
And let's go to the next slide.
That's-
I wonder how this
It's
is
Notre
going.
Dame. I
wonder
think they're
how.
almost done.
Was it Dave there when it caught on fire?
I don't.
Probably.
I don't know, but
I think he was. They are redoing the facade, and this
Yes.
there was. I'm just quickly. There was a thing on 60 Minutes about the architect and the person who's doing this. They showed the detail. It was incredible. The people that are doing, that are parts that have been for hundreds of years on here, and they're absolutely duplicating it. And I think it's just about done.
yeah, and it's been something to take
It's
a
a
look
beautiful
at.
piece
you
of
know.
history, outside and inside.
And I tell you, Europe is loaded with this kind of stuff. Spain, France, Germany. I mean, there's just tons of it. Italy. Okay,
yeah.
coming in at number 5, it's Puerto Vallarta, one of my favorite
That's
spots
your
on the planet.
favorite.
And this is a really great place to go. Hey, Ryan, can you zoom out a little bit so people can get an idea of where Puerto Vallarta is? It is on
In
the western
comparison, yeah.
coast of Mexico. That's the Bay of Banderas right there.
So
It's
this is
beautiful.
the Pacific coast.
Now, here's what's so great about this place, okay? Cabo is great, but Cabo's kind of deserty. there's not a lot of really good beaches there. I mean,
It's
there are
like-
beaches, but
it's-
not like it is in Puerto Vallarta. What Puerto
Much
Vallarta's got
different.
going for it, it has a rainforest. It's very tropical. And that creates humidity and stuff. So in the summer, it's very hot and humid, but it is an absolute beautiful place. There it is right there. Look. Go ahead.
There we go.
Yep. And
Been there,
it's
it's nice.
it's very family friendly. It's a vibrant city with great architecture, historicalness, great gastronomy, great all-inclusive resorts. The Dreams, the Secrets, the Grand Villas, those are all beautiful.
And for people who are looking to do a little bit outside of this city, it's Punta Mita,
yeah, Punta Mita now,
which is
yeah.
a little bit, that's
It-
for
that's-
more like honeymooners. That is like 40
farther north
minutes,
up
yeah.
the road. But is that where the Ritz Carlton is?
There's a Ritz-Carlton
is
up there, right.
Yeah.
So if you've got somebody who wants something a little bit different pace than this, then take them up to Punta Mita. It's very,
Yeah.
very romantic and very beautiful up there and
Yeah,
quiet.
it is very, very beautiful. Okay,
Mobe.
coming in at number 4 is Mobe, Jamaica, Montego Bay, Jamaica. Again, you guys booked this a lot. Ryan, can you zoom out a little bit so we can get an idea of where this is on this island, please? As you can see, you guys booked this a lot. You book it a lot. You book a lot of sandals here. You book a lot of stuff here. So get to know it. You know, again, if you want a copy of this PowerPoint with these maps are all interactive. And these are great tools for you to have that you can share with your clients, that you can actually zoom into the actual property and see what it looks like. It's got these are Google Maps. So, you know, you can do satellite look, you can do, you know, whatever, and plus with the other maps that we give you, that we offer to you. But that's why it's on this PowerPoint. And if you want a copy of this PowerPoint, all you need to do is email me at the end of the presentation.
Also, this is the airport that you fly into, is to Montego Bay, and that most of the resorts are in the Ocho Rios area.
Right, Ocho Rios.
So we had somebody ask about flying into Kingston. There is really nothing to do in Kingston unless you have family there. It's not a resort area. So your main airport is Montego Bay, and it's a very busy airport. So when you're doing something, make sure you give your person plenty of time to check in, get out of the airport, make sure they have transfers, okay? And also be sure on the return, because it's pretty hot, sell them the Mo Bay package so that they can go inside an area. It's air conditioned. They give you drinks and something to eat while you wait for your flight. It's well worth it.
And also remember to give enough time back into the United States for
Customs.
customs. Like, let's say that you're living in Arizona and you have a layover in Atlanta, Miami, Tampa, whatever. You have to go back into the United States. Don't give you got an hour to get to your connecting flight. You got to at least give 3 hours, because you don't know what you expect, right? I mean,
Yeah,
it's gonna
and don't
be-
forget, if you're connecting, your first point that you land in the United States is where you're going to clear your customs.
That's right.
So if, yes, you flew out of Phoenix, but your connection is, let's say, through Atlanta, and you come back, Atlanta will be your first port
Into the United
States, and it's where you need to have the time for your customer to clear customs.
Right,
Okay?
right. So just remember that, okay? Let's go to the next slide. And these are some of the beautiful resorts that are there. We have
I think
Sandals.
those are Palace Resorts.
or-
there.
or
Those
that
are
could be the
Rios.
Palace. Or the Rios.
Those might
No,
be-
those are the Rios.
Those
okay.
are the Rios.
Okay, let's go to the next slide.
All
Here's
right.
the Sandals.
I don't want to hear anybody say, I had to fly all the way to Tahiti to get an overwater bungalow.
Yeah, you don't need to do that anymore.
You have this. This is a beautiful
We have
sandals
this in North
resort.
America. Look at this. And you guys, we've done Sandals Week. We've highlighted these. These are beautiful. These actually have, these are the ones that you can see in the floor. You can see the water.
They have the glass floors.
Yeah, the glass
Yeah,
floor.
pretty
I mean,
nice. Mm-hmm.
and these are brand spanking new. I mean, they're like 4 or 5 years old. So they're really nice, and they keep
You
them
love
up.
how Seahad has the heart. in the
Yeah,
middle.
and you don't need to fly halfway around the world for this now. You have it here, and you have the Sandals experience on top of it.
This is a very high-end, all-inclusive
Yes,
property.
high-end, all-inclusive property. All right, let's go to the next slide. Also, there's Sandals. You see
Look
it?
how
There it
they
is.
look.
Look at this.
Look at that. You could.
real?
That's real.
Yep, that's unbelievable. The water, the snorkeling. These overwater bungalows are definitely
Yeah,
luxury.
yeah, they're just they're. Okay, coming in at number 3 is Punta Cana, Dominican Republic. Again, Ryan, if you can zoom out so we can get an idea where this is. This is on the island of the Dominican Republic, and remember, the island is part also with Haiti. So, but the DR, it made some news the last couple of days But this is something you should be aware of, you guys. You know, you got to really start telling your clients, be careful at the beaches, be careful with this weather. You know, when we hear about accidents and people, due to the, what do they call it?
It's riptide out
The
there. It's pretty
riptides,
bad, yeah.
You know,
Can be.
come on, and you got to tell your clients, when we always do the all-inclusive resort specials about how to book it, I always say, moderation is the key. Because it's hot here all day and they're partying and they're drinking. Come on, let's go into the water. Uh-oh, riptide. So, and that's, it doesn't mix well. So be aware of that and let your clients know about it. This is big in all-inclusive resorts. This is a real big popular destination, especially for this holiday season.
And also, it's probably a much closer destination to people from the East Coast than from the West.
Yep.
Punta Cana has become extremely popular in the last 5 or 6 years, more than it ever has been. And the building there and the resorts, there's some that are way over the top. But I'm going to say probably 99% are all-inclusive, and for a good reason. They don't want you driving around the island and doing things. This is not that kind of island. They are putting a lot of money and a lot of amenities into the resort. So pick the resort wisely, okay? Qualify your customer, make sure they understand what they're getting and what they expect. But really popular.
Now, here's an interesting fact about Punta Cana, okay? People go there, they want to come back. I've never heard of a place where people want to come back again and again and again.
And go maybe to another resort.
Because
they
love it
love
there.
it.
They just love it. And it's just really a great place to go, and people just, really, really dig it. All right, so let's now go to the next slide. Punta Cana. Look at the beautiful beaches. Sandals is here. Okay, coming in at number 2 is Los Cabos, Mexico. Okay, and this is on the tip of the. Come over here.
Is Los Cabos the same as Cabo San Lucas?
Okay, well, let's talk
Good
about
idea.
it.
Clarification for people.
Yeah, there is a difference between Los Cabos and Cabo San Lucas.
It's right there on the tip.
Okay.
It's called Los Cabos because it is both of those. It is San Jose del Cabo and Cabo San Lucas. That's what creates Los Cabos. Okay, so it's 2 towns. Okay, we've covered this area a lot. You guys have to know about it. There's 2 areas here. The San Jose del Cabo, that's a little bit more the golf courses, a little bit more quieter than in
San Jose.
In San Jose del Cabo than Cabo San Lucas. Cabo San Lucas, what is that? Oh, I always forget when you go in and you jetty. It's on the right. There's an all-inclusive resort there. It's
Cabo seems more south.
Cabo is more.
Yes, it is more south.
By Susie's elbow.
Right, and so
The other elbow.
yeah, it's right in there.
Other right.
But you guys, again, these maps will really help you. But this is coming in at number 2. Easy access from the West Coast. Really easy.
You can see how different this looks. This has got more of a desert look.
See? It's got
the mountains like Arizona.
Like Arizona with a beach.
Colorful, yes. Now, remember, good part of this beach is not swimmable. It gets very rough out here.
Yep.
So if you want a customer who wants a beach, they want to swim, literally swim in the beach, make sure you make a right choice when you go to book these, because some of the hotels, it will very clearly state non-swimmable beach.
Yep.
And they say that for a reason, because I want to tell you, it gets hard out there. And if you're not a super Olympic swimmer, this is not the place for you, or for kids. So also when you do this for families, a lot of great family resorts here.
Yes, there are.
This has got something for everybody. Great fishing. Take a look. You got somebody who wants to do a fish.
There's fishing and everything. Now, a lot of the stuff that you see here, that's Cabo San Lucas. You hardly ever see a lot of photos of San Jose del Cabo. But like I said, that's more on the higher end. The golf courses are there. It's a little bit more of a different vibe. It's a little bit more calmer than this. Cabo San Lucas gets pretty rowdy. So, and you'll see it. And
Ask Sammy Hagar.
And it's not really rowdy, but it's busy. Because when you're there and you're walking around the harbor there, you just see there's a lot of people, trying to sell you stuff, trying to get you to go on a ship.
And don't forget, this is also a port of call for a lot of the cruise ships, Cabo San Lucas.
Yep.
So you might have a couple of cruise ships coming in that day, plus all the influx of people that are tourists.
Yep.
So yes, this can get extremely busy, especially in the marina area.
Okay, now, coming in at number 1, the number 1 destination is Cancun, Mexico.
Oh,
around the planet, even in Europe. Even in Europe, this is the number 1 destination.
A lot Everybody goes to Cancun.
Everybody goes, they want to come here. And I don't know, but I mean, they even have like out of Heathrow in Manchester, they have non-direct flights here. That's from the
So
UK.
what does that tell you?
So what does that tell you?
Yeah.
You know, and that's where this is now. This place is becoming really. There are a lot of good things that are happening here. This past year, they've got the train finally that's moving. I'm going to show you that map
That's
here in a minute.
great.
The Tulum Airport
The
is
new
finally
airport. Yeah.
opened. You know, our preferred supplier Barcelow's got a bunch of nice properties down here. This is where it all is. Now, be careful here. If you're going to do this, really show the folks the different destinations. I'm not a big fan of Hotel Row. I'm not. I'm more of a
It's like when you go to Miami. It's Miami
yeah,
Beach, hotel.
yeah. I mean, I like you know, Playa del Carmen is a little bit better, more my style. I like that. So you make sure that your clients get that you show them the right destination in this area, in this region. But this is going to be the #1 spot where everybody's going this year for this 4th of July. They're going here. And this is where we've seen the most ticketing and the most traffic for this next couple of days. So we're going to see that. All right.
Is Cozumel, Mexico, is that San Miguel de Cozumel? Or is that a different place?
No.
I've stopped in a cruise.
No, that's it. That's the island of Cozumel right there.
Cozumel.
That's
That's
Cozumel
an
right
island,
there. Yeah,
right.
yeah.
So they have a city of Cozumel or something?
No.
The island
That's the
is
island of
Cozumel, and then there's an airport in Cozumel.
Yeah, there
just
is
you
also
do
an
know.
airport in
It's a
there,
smaller-
so-
They're on a cruise once before.
Yeah,
I've just
and
seen
cruises
them
stop.
all in the same place.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
cruises stop in Cozumel.
All right, let's go to the next slide here. See, the hotel row. See what I mean?
Of course.
This is hotel.
It's a hotel zone. and
Yeah,
it
it's a
just-
hotel zone. That's what they call it.
It
you
is
know?
the zone of-
Now, be aware, we are in hurricane season.
And it gets hit
We
here. Mm-hmm.
are in hurricane season. I know we haven't had a lot of activity yet, but it ain't
Yeah.
over yet. And, you know, this place gets hit sometimes. So, again, you know, if you got people go, oh, I want to go and do my destination wedding in September. No, you don't. Not here.
The hurricane issue and the heat.
And the heat, yes, because it gets really hot and humid. Okay, let's go to the next slide. Can you come here for a second? I want to, because I really want to show them. You guys, this is the new train that they have.
This is
And
amazing.
and this is going to be a game changer. This really is. What?
I'm going to put you in your boxes.
A
Oh,
box?
okay. Well, no, because I wanted to show them.
There we go.
Well,
Okay,
that's
we're
okay.
good in the
okay.
box. Thank
but
you.
that way you can. But you see here, right now, and it just you can go from Cancun to Chichen Itza, and this is something that you really want to tell families and couples to go to Chichen Itza. It's one of the 7 wonders of the world. It is the ancient pyramids in Mexico, and it's a full day of just like wow. If you're into that Indiana Jones kind of thing, but it's really crazy.
But this addition to this train is going to make a big impact.
Yes.
The train's air conditioned, it has some place to eat on it. You will go in comfort because once you get up to Chichen Itza, into the Yucatan area, when you get out, you're going to want to spend a good time here.
Yeah.
This is, like you said, one of the 7 wonders of the world. And when you get there, and when you have a tour guide with you explaining the history here, it is really overwhelming. And this train is a great addition. It's better than getting on the bus or driving
Yeah,
yourself.
and I did the bus ride. It was
Yeah, it's forever. The chicken stop
But
and
this,
get you.
and now when they get this completed, they're actually going to have overnight stays on this train.
Nice. They're going to
That-
have sleepers.
Yeah, they're going to have
Yeah.
sleepers, and that's going to be really cool. That's going to be really cool.
So
that you-
nice.
Yeah, that's going to be another great experience on this, and they're looking forward to it. But so this is another thing. So if you're taking people down there, and again, Cancun is one of those places that people keep visiting time and time again. I went to it, I loved it, I want to go back.
And it's
Or
so
the-
diversified because it's very different from the north to the south end.
Yes, yes.
It's
And-
like 2 different, there's, the
And-
rainforest looking area, there's a cultural, there's Xcaret.
Yeah,
Which
Xcaret,
is,
Xcaret.
that's why people go back here because it's large and it's so diversified.
And there's so much to do. And now also what's becoming up that people are it's funny. Cancun used to be the hotspot. Now with the hotspot Tulum, I hear Tulum all the time.
All
People
the
want to go to
hotels,
Tulum.
yeah.
So again, this is all in this area. Get to know this area because it's the #1 destination on the planet. All right, now let's talk about the USA. Let's go to the next slide. All right, I hope you all got that one right. So the #1 destination was Cancun. Here we are in the United States, North America. We're now going to show you the top 6 domestic areas for the 4th of July where people book the most. All right, let's go to the next slide. Coming in at number 6, Las Vegas, Nevada. Well,
No,
that's a given.
that's for everybody.
That's a given.
That's a gimme. That's right.
Come on. These maps are great. Look at that. there's the strip right there that Ryan is
That's
zooming
really
into.
great.
And you're actually seeing a satellite photo of this place. Now, remember, it's going to get really super hot here. You know, everything's air conditioned, everything is safe for you, but it's a place, it's a playground. And it has everything. There's stuff for family.
And there's something
everything.
for everybody.
And
Yeah.
our convention will be here.
Here we go.
I heard,
Oh.
you know what? I heard that this was coming down. I heard they were ripping down the Luxor, but I guess it's still up. There's the train that goes up and down the strip that stops at the resorts on the strip, so you can take
It's
that.
like the Unirail.
I was looking to book a room in Vegas to go to the racetrack that's outside there, and rooms at the Luxor were like $35 a night.
You're
Yeah.
kidding.
Yeah.
So maybe they are tearing it down.
Yeah, the Luxor. That place always scared me, though.
It's very cool, but it's so historic there.
Yeah,
It's something
yeah.
you always remember.
Yeah.
Just like the Eiffel, just like the Eiffel Tower there.
Yeah,
in
there it
Paris.
is. Yeah, and this town is constantly changing. They ripped up and blew up my old resort that I used to love, the Tropicana.
Tropicana's
and then
now
now that's
gone.
going to be where the baseball team, where the baseball park's going to be. So that'll be interesting to see that when that's finally done and completed. All right, coming in at number 5, Honolulu, Hawaii.
Everybody loves Honolulu.
Everybody. And 4th of July weekend here, are you kidding? This is going to be a bunch of stuff happening. There's going to be a lot of stuff happening, a lot of celebration, and going there to Honolulu is always a quiet experience, but that is coming in at number 5. Let's show you some pictures of Honolulu. Here we have Waikiki Beach.
That's Diamond Head.
It's
and
Diamond Head.
That's correct. And there's Waikiki Beach right
That's
there.
the main drag there
The
on
main drag.
Kalakaua. Those are all your major
Diamond Head
hotels.
is a state park, so it does require a fee for
That's
visitors
right.
to go in. It's like $3 or $5 for the day or something. It's not,
Yeah.
it's not too expensive.
And just so you know,
That's how much it was
yeah,
last time I was there.
all the state parks now in Hawaii are going to have a fee. I just booked somebody over in Kauai, and they just let me know that if they were going to the park there, that the national park, there is going to be a fee.
All right.
Hawaii, those of you that are concerned about the island of Maui with the Lahaina fire, it's a slow but sure buildup. Kanapali's back open. Just, there's still some construction. It's going to take a while. So please, these people really depend on tourists for their income and for their livelihood. So do not hesitate about sending somebody over to the island of Maui, please, okay? Because it's still beautiful, and they've done a wonderful job after what happened to them there.
All right, let's go to the next slide. Keeping you updated. Look how beautiful
More
that
of
is.
the nighttime there is pretty light.
That's the Hilton right there.
That's the
People,
Hilton,
isn't it?
yeah.
That's
The
right.
Hilton, that's the Rainbow Tower.
And let's go to the next slide. Coming in at number 4, my old hometown.
How fun is this going to be on the 4th of July?
Yeah, this place is going to rock.
Wow, it's going to be hopping.
Yeah, this place is going to be hopping. And right now, they have a big, huge summer tourism happening in New York. They have not any new plays on Broadway because they just had the Tonys, but this is a great time for now. If you are Broadway fans and you want to take advantage of Broadway, is to go now. Because the tickets are, if you go down to Times Square, you go to the tickets office, you can get them at half price, and all the shows are there. And again, for families, there's so much to do here, so much to do. Food, music, art, fashion, everything. I mean, just walking down Fifth Avenue, it's just something. Central Park is there. Now, again, it does get hot and humid, and boy, have they had a lot of humidity and a lot of heat last week. Oh my God, my cousin was calling me saying it was just horrible. Because they get like 97 degrees is the temperature, but then they get like 90% humidity on top of that.
Right.
And it gets very
It's
hot.
very
and humid.
uncomfortable there.
Very
And because the
uncomfortable.
city is so closed in and
Yeah.
everything, it's going to,
Yeah.
it's a great shot. I
Yeah.
really love this one.
This is from down in Battery Park. Okay, let's go to the next slide. And this is Central Park. That's the Plaza Hotel right there, the white building
The
that
white
you see
one.
there. And that is
It's a very
that's
historical,
Midtown.
yeah.
That's Midtown Manhattan. Let's go to the next slide. And there's Times Square where everything happens.
It's going to be so packed.
Oh yeah.
Oh, no
well,
kidding.
no. What happens here now? They don't do that happens at New Year's, where the people go is they go down to the south, outside
So like the
the Seaport city next to Wall Street. That's where the fireworks will go, and we're going to show you a video on that. We're going to show you. Yeah. Okay. Coming in at number 3. Your favorite.
Boston, Massachusetts.
Yeah, I hate to say it, being an LA Laker fan, congratulations, Boston.
Yay, Celtics go. It's about time.
Yeah, Great, right, love it. But I don't know why, but I guess this whole area in the summertime, and it's not just only Boston, but Martha's
It's the little,
Vineyard.
yeah, there's little cities and
Yeah.
places. Boston is a beautiful city. It really is. And there's some beautiful hotels here, but I think a lot of the reason is the seaport area here. It's quite beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Great seafood, but the other thing is there's a lot of our American history pretty
Oh.
much. You can follow it through here. Freedom Trail, where Paul Revere is. I love this city because it is so much American history.
Yeah,
And
big
they're
time.
very proud of who they are. But, within an hour, you can be way outside of the city
Yeah.
and be in some beautiful areas for bed and breakfast. And, I think it's great
It's
fun.
New England.
It's
is
New
what it is.
England,
It's
darling.
New England. It's Yankee
It is
territory.
Yankees.
Let's show you some photos of Boston. Here we go. It's Boston Harbor.
There's the harbor.
And then
There's some of the cruise ships
And
that
then
come
I always
in.
wondered about to
Is that
have.
Ron's boat?
That's
no,
Ron's
that's not
boat.
Ron's boat. But what always gets me is to have the coolest name for the coolest river that goes through the town. It's called the Mystic.
The Mystic.
The Mystic River. And
Isn't that a movie?
That
yeah,
is.
that was a movie based on the Mystic
That
River.
Mystic
yeah,
River.
in that area. Here is also downtown Boston. Now, again, a lot of colleges and universities are around here. There's so many. And then let's go to the next shot. Here's the very famous
There's Paul Revere.
Paul Revere statue. All right, now coming in at number 2. Here we go to the next slide. Is this place?
Jose always says, why would it be
No,
Seattle, Washington?
No, but I know. I finally went. Duh. Why is it in summer? But I don't understand why it is in winter too. Because in winter it's always number 2 also.
Yes.
And I don't get it. I mean, I can understand summer because all the Alaska cruises. That makes sense. Everything that's going to Alaska is either out of Seattle or Vancouver. There's a major hub for the cruise lines to do the Alaska cruises. But I don't get it in the winter why Seattle is still coming in at number 2. Let's
we're
go
going
ahead.
backwards.
Yeah, we're going backward. Here we have the Space Needle.
You can
Okay.
still go up in the Space Needle. There's a restaurant up there. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
This is downtown Seattle, a great walking city. You can walk everywhere
Yeah.
here. And a lot of cool shops, some great restaurants. Here's the port. That's where some of the cruise ships take off.
Okay,
from
now
Port of
let's
Seattle.
put a warning here, right? We always when we talk
Crowded
about-
here.
No, about how make sure you're going to the correct cruise terminal.
Okay, there's 2 cruise terminals.
Okay.
And I felt bad. This is how I found out, really by accident. When we got into the taxi, the guy goes, what pier are you going from? And I'm like, there's just one departure. He goes, no, there's two terminals here.
There's 2 terminals.
So make sure they're not very far from each other. So thank goodness it wasn't like on the other side of
town,
the city. They were like 3 miles apart. Thank God. But you can understand why. When we went to the first one, I'm like, this isn't a very big terminal because it's the original terminal. But when we went to the other one, it's huge. It's a beautiful terminal, and like Jose said, it's Alaska. These terminals are crowded. All weekend.
And here's the thing. Susie and I will tell you, we have heard of clients that showed up at the wrong terminal and couldn't get on their ship.
They missed it.
They missed it because they were at the wrong terminal.
So make sure you know.
So make sure you tell your clients exactly where it is.
That's like Los Angeles. We have 2 ports here.
Yeah.
The port of Los Angeles, which is called San Pedro, and then
then
we have Long
Beach.
Beach.
Right.
So same kind of thing. You need to know what terminal your ship is taking off from.
If not,
You'll be swimming.
And we've had that. We've had calls going. My clients, they were
They're-
supposed to go to
they're
Alaska.
stuck.
They didn't get to the right terminal. So
Okay.
know about that. All right, let's go to the next slide. Beautiful city, just absolutely gorgeous. It gets a lot of rain and coldness there in the wintertime, but it's absolutely beautiful now this time of year. Let's go to the next slide. And then
Sliders is number 1.
right here we go. Coming in at number 1, the number 1 domestic USA destination, the most trafficked airport in North America is, but don't.
Drum roll.
Orlando, Florida.
Oh, because Walt Disney World is.
Well, no, it's not. It's not Disney, but also Universal, also Port Canaveral.
Mm-hmm.
This is becoming, Port Canaveral is becoming busier than the Miami terminals. It really is. It's a lot easier to access to than Miami.
Yes.
They spread.
It's not as so crowded
It's not as so
either, yeah.
crowded. They've spread them out, so like they'll have Royal there, then they'll have Carnival, and then they'll have Norwegian. But this place is okay. The airport is huge, and I always hear a lot of complaints about the airport.
It's a very big airport.
It's
that's
a big
why.
airport.
It's busy.
And I always hear a lot of complaints. Oh, I hate flying into Orlando. It's so big. Yeah. Well, it's big. But again, you know, you're going to have to monitor this area. Right now, it's been raining the last several days, or the last several weeks.
Yep, it's been pretty bad.
Constant rain. All the, you know, the ground is just saturated, and we haven't even had a hurricane yet that has hit Florida. But you know, you really got to be on top of it. That's why we've been showing you all this week what happens when you know, your client's flight gets canceled. What do they get? What do I do in case of an emergency? What if I do if my clients are there and there's a hurricane? Take all that into consideration, especially now as we move forward into the year and into more hurricane season stuff going on. Let's go to the next slide. And this year's Universal.
The Universal Studios.
I heard the. I don't get it when I look at the travel magazines, and I guess Ghostbusters is coming to Universal.
They're gonna have a Ghostbusters.
Yeah, they're gonna have a
They're bringing it back. Yeah.
No, they're gonna do a Ghostbusters thing for the Fright Night when they do the Universal Fright stuff. They're gonna do a Ghostbusters thing, and I heard Stranger Things and something else is gonna happen with that. So, but you know, if you know, just
They love
review
that
Travel
kind of
Pulse,
stuff.
you
It
know,
is
and
good.
you know, I know a lot of people like to go to the
They should
Fright
do,
Night.
remember how they had the flashback where you could walk through the building that was on fire and stuff?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that was cool.
They should do a Ghostbusters one like that where you
Walk through it.
Yeah.
Who knows what they have
All
in mind? They're
let's
pretty
go
creative.
let's go to the next slide. And of course, you have this place. And there's just changes and stuff happening here. Now,
getting
again,
bigger.
monitor the weather. Again, this is an all-day thing. People don't realize you get out there and you're there all day, and then you kind of wonder, why am I so exhausted? Well, you've been at 90-degree weather.
And don't
it's-
forget, you have multiple parks here. You've got Animal Kingdom.
Yeah.
You've got Epcot. You've got Disney World, which has got
The Magic
multiple
Kingdom.
parts. The Magic Kingdom. Do your homework before you send this to somebody. Make sure you purchase the correct tickets.
Yeah. And make sure they know if they've got kids and baby carriages and all that kind of stuff. You know, you should take breaks during the day, because I tell you, the heat stroke and the exhaustion, if you're not
It's a
used
lot of
to
walk. Yeah.
it, yeah,
is.
it can be overwhelming. It really can be. All right.
And if you're going to spend the money to go to Disney World, because it is upscale, it
Yeah.
costs, make sure you spend the time so you get your money's worth here. Don't be running through this park like you're going to do it in 2 days, because
yeah,
it's not going to
don't.
happen. It's not fair.
going to happen.
Yeah.
This, you know, listen, and crowds, yeah, it's going to be crowded. You want to avoid this. I always tell my clients, you don't want to go on 4th of July weekend. This place will be sold out this weekend.
Yeah. And I'm
They
sure
will
it
be
already
sold
is.
out.
Yeah.
And you know, why would I want to be there and waiting, you know, 4 hours to go on Star Tours or, you know, or Space Mountain or whatever? All right, let's go to the next slide. We roll this every year, and it's really a great thing. This is the Viator that your clients can purchase this for New York, the New York City 4th of July viewing party. It's really, really cool. So here, let's take a look at it.
Tonight we're celebrating the nation's birthday. We're at a special 4th of July fireworks viewing party here overlooking the Hudson River. Wow, this is so much fun. They've got tons of food, tons of beverages, a DJ. Oh, this is just the perfect way to celebrate the 4th of July.
This is the best place to come and watch the fireworks. You're on the water, you're on the pier, you're away from everybody else, you're in your own special zone.
We've got the Manhattan skyline behind me, and in front, we've got the barges where they're launching the fireworks in just a few minutes. Cheers! Happy 4th of July! Wow! This has been such a magical night. I'm going to remember this for a long time.
Hooray!
All right. So that was that. And by the way, those fireworks are by the Macy's Corporation, because Macy's has a big sale during 4th of July. And talking about sales, we're talking about that tomorrow morning. But listen, you guys, today at the top of the hour at 4 p.m. Pacific time, this will be the last time that Ron Archer will be giving away a cruise for it's because he's been doing it for the last 8. This will be his 8th week of doing it. and for the carnival promotions. You're not going to want to miss that. Mr. Ryan, thank you so much. Miss Susan,
Ryan,
thank you so much.
Jose, thank you, everybody. I hope this was helpful to you. If you need anything, again, you can have this PowerPoint or contact us at the following information. Have a wonderful 4th of July, everybody. And Ryan, thank you. Jose, thank you. And make sure you tune in at 4 o'clock for you can see Ron Archer give away.
That's right.
Another Carnival Cruise.
Another Carnival Cruise. And join me tomorrow at 10 a.m. Pacific time for the Archer Travel Morning Briefing and some giveaways. All right, see you guys. Bye. Cool.
Bye.